Israel was starving, but famine was not the greatest danger. The land was dry, the skies were shut, crops failed, children cried from hunger. Yet the real drought was not in the soil, it was in the hearts of the people. Israel had drifted far from the Lord. King Ahab sat on the throne, but he no longer listened to God. Beside him ruled Queen Jezebel, fierce and unrepentant, a woman who despised the God of Israel. She introduced Baal worship into the nation, a false god said to control rain, fire, and fertility. Soon Baal's altars filled the land, while the altars of the Lord were smashed to pieces. God's prophets were hunted like criminals. Some were killed, others hid in caves. Fear whispered through every street, and then when hope seemed lost, Elijah appeared. No announcement, no army, no title, just a man sent by God, a voice that would not be ignored. Elijah stood before King Ahab, dusty from travel but burning with authority. His eyes did not flinch, his voice did not tremble, and he asked a question that pierced the soul of a nation. How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him. The people heard him, but they said nothing. Silence answered truth. So Elijah made a bold proposal: one moment, one mountain, one test that would expose the truth forever. The challenge on Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel rose above the land like a stage prepared by heaven itself. Elijah summoned 450 prophets of Baal, the leaders of Israel, and a watching crowd hungry for answers. Two bulls were brought forward. 2 altars would be built. No fire would be lit by human hands. Then Elijah declared, "The God who answers by fire, he is God." The people agreed. They leaned in, hearts pounding, breath held. Baal's long, embarrassing silence. Morning came. The prophets of Baal cried out, "O Baal, answer us." They danced, they shouted, they leapt around the altar. Nothing. The sun climbed higher. Sweat poured down their faces. Their voices grew hoarse. Still nothing. At noon, Elijah stepped forward, a sharp edge of humor in his voice. "Shout louder. Maybe he's deep in thought. Maybe he's traveling. Perhaps he's asleep and must be awakened." Humiliation burned hotter than the sun. The prophets screamed harder. They slashed themselves with knives and spears. Blood spilled on the stones. From morning until evening, no fire, no voice, no response, no power. Baal was silent. The moment everything changed. Then Elijah stepped forward. No rush, no panic. He rebuilt the broken altar of the Lord stone by stone. 12 stones, one for each tribe of Israel. It was a reminder. You are still God's people even if you've forgotten. He arranged the wood, laid the sacrifice, and then did something no one expected. Pour water on it. Gas rippled through the crowd. Water was precious. Fire was already impossible. Still Elijah said, "Do it again. Do it a third time." Water drenched the sacrifice, soaked the wood, filled the trench until it overflowed. Human effort had no chance here. Only God could act. A simple prayer, and heaven responded. Elijah did not shout. He did not dance. He did not cut himself. He prayed, "Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant, and that I have done all these things at your command. Answer me, Lord, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again." And then fire fell from heaven. It consumed the sacrifice. It burned the wood. It melted the stones. It evaporated the water. It left nothing behind. No doubt, no debate, no denial. The crowd fell face down and cried out, "The Lord, he is God. The Lord, he is God." What this story still says today: God does not compete for attention. He reveals himself. Loud religion without truth produces no fire. One obedient person can shift an entire nation. When God shows up, doubt collapses. Elijah didn't need popularity. He didn't need numbers. He didn't need approval. He needed faith. And the same God who answered by fire still answers today, not always with flames, but with power, truth, and transformed hearts. The question remains the same. How long will we waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him.